on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Jets and the Ravens on Monday Night Prime Time.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Tonight we wrap up week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Wilson. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot out here on the goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down, it's Hines fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Dobbins, touchdown, Baltimore. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Breaks through the contact, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here just past the 25. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
See if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
On second down, right back to Hines. Oh, nice move. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On third down, Wilson. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. Justin Matabike there to bring him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. This is Hines. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A gain of 3, second down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Caught on a slant. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
2nd and 2. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will make the lead now 26. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing is Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Now Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is caught. It's Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And some room to run now. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch that's really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Got him, and it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we are at halftime, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Take it in at the 3.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. On second down, it's Hines. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. Past the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Hines is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Singletary. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And now here's another interception. Desmond King picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6. points that they were thinking about.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
We play to win. Let's
go. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
He finds his man, complete. That's Fields. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Come on, QB, come on. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Touchdown! It's complete. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that's that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens add on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays, they won't execute it.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 20. Wilson. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Check 53 flight. Check 53 flight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And the return comes to a home right at the 44-yard